Welcome to Lockdown Lab, where we do experimental cooking with a twist of travel and adventure. And today I'm going to cook a fish curry for you that I learned while I grew up in London. My family's told me that it's getting a bit boring, so I need to change it and liven it up a bit. So today I'm going to be putting a new twist into an old favorite. We're going to cook a red snapper fish, just have a look at that. And then my secret continental ingredient, which is rhubarb. And we're going to do rice. Open your arm, open your palms, so just show the camera. And my young assistant here is just showing us the rice, and we're going to put into it clove and two pods of cardamom, dropped it into the rice. That's just going to help give the rice a bit of extra flavor. And we're going to mix peas into the rice as well. It's going to be a peas pilau. So typically a fish curry consists of a curried base which the fish gets dropped into. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cook the curry completely separately, and I'm going to grill the fish, if you like, on a skillet. Brand new casserole dish just got delivered. I'm using mustard oil because of its lovely, very distinct fragrance. Onion gets dropped right in. I was rummaging through the fridge and I found some unused spring onions in there. So look at that, spring onion and white onion just beginning to get going in the casserole dish. For the peas pilau, I've got 2 cups of basmati rice. So I'm going to put in about 1 3/4 of the amount of rice in water, and just put that on high heat and let it come up to the boil. Season that now before it starts cooking. Now, when my folks migrated to the UK back in the 1960s, they had to innovate like all immigrants and therefore change a lot of their culinary traditions to suit their local produce. And so my mum started using rhubarb. Rhubarb was known for being used in English desserts, but had never been seen in an Indian or Bangladeshi curry before. So it's really a great example of cooking that's evolved as people move across geographies. To place the rhubarb in, the juice of about half a lemon, the heirloom tomatoes, and these are going to be left fairly large because then the skin of the tomatoes will move away from the body and I'll be able to pick out the skin from the pan. So here we go, we're now going to drop this fish into the pan. Lovely. Give a little bit more seasoning. Give the fish a really crispy skin, which is why I'm frying it without any additional ingredients in there, just straight onto a hot pan. And I'll let that carry on for about 5 minutes until the fish begins to look like it's cooking through, and then I'm going to flip it over. So the rice is getting done, and we're now going to put the peas in. Just pour that in, and just seal it again. About a teaspoon, slightly more than a teaspoon of turmeric, coriander, and cumin. About a teaspoon of each. Here is our pilau, which is ready, and I'm just going to use the tweezers and take out the clove. Just fluffing up the rice. If you spot the cardamom, just grab it with some tweezers and take it out. Usually near the top actually, because it usually floats, but it seems to have gotten stuck somewhere down there. I'm just slicing off the back of the tail to give the fish a better chance to sit absolutely flat in the pan. Just going to flip this over. I think this is looking like it's done. I'm going to lift this off. Oh, look at that. It smells absolutely lovely. Don't worry too much about trying to get exactly the ingredient that people would have used somewhere else. Go with what's local, go with what's available and fresh, and make the best you can out of that. I'm actually going to make that sauce into an accompaniment. You've got the tanginess of the rhubarb, along with this lovely fried and crispy fish and the pulao rice. So thank you for coming into Lockdown Lab. And today we've had red snapper, crispy fried with a tangy rhubarb sauce and peas pulao.